It's rebel against defeat, chase excellence, masculinity, men first. I've been asked this a couple times. Do you really think rebel against defeat that there aren't any good girls? I don't think there are. If they don't have a phone and are not into social media, which I've never met one that isn't, but if they didn't have a phone, I would probably place a 2% upside of hanging out with that girl. And the only reason is because she doesn't have a lot of orbiters that she can access 24/7 through text messages and so forth. But the 98% of her that I don't trust is female nature and hypergamy. That all happened before cell phones as well. 80s, 70s, 80s, when women were out, they were still having affairs back then. So I think that the good girl syndrome is, is a pipe dream. We would all wish that there's be one for each of us so that we could build a life and have a great, and follow the Disney story. But guys, the great girl that you think exists doesn't, okay? And it's just a reality. The dopamine's gonna wear off. She's gonna start nagging. Female nature's gonna rear its head. They have an emotional guidance system that is completely different from ours. Doesn't matter if your parents are still married. My parents are married 50 years. They went through ups and downs, lefts and rights. I mean, I think they stuck together because they're old and they have each other. But for several years growing up, they hated each other. I mean, relationships fail. So, are there any good girls? I'm going to have to say no at this point. There might be good girls that you don't want to be in relationships with, that are neighborly and bake you cookies, or whatever. But other than that, being in a relationship and finding a good girl to get with, I believe, is going to be nearly impossible to find. This is Rebel Against Defeat, Chase Excellence, Masculinity, Men First.